All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into a career that's honestly way more important than I think most people even realize.
Mm.
Chilling operators. We're
Yeah.
talking about like the behind the scenes heroes of like the food industry.
Yeah, the ones that make sure your frozen pizza is actually safe to eat.
Exactly. And like all those prepackaged meals and frozen treats.
Right.
Like they're actually good, you
It's,
know?
yeah, we don't often think about what happens between the farm and our fridge.
Right.
And these guys are the ones making it happen.
So I've been going through this stack of insights from RoleCatcher.
Okay.
And I gotta say, I'm already kind of blown away. I went in thinking, okay, giant freezers?
Right.
Like, how complicated can it be?
It's got to be more than that.
It is. Way more nuanced.
Yeah, the term operator is key there.
Okay.
They're not just like hanging out in the cold.
Yeah.
They're running a ton of different machines and processes.
So before we get into all the details, can you just like set the scene for us?
Sure.
Like, what does a chilling operator actually do all day?
So imagine you're working with this like massive chilling and sealing equipment, right?
Okay.
Making sure food is preserved at like the perfect temperature.
Keeping everything cold, basically.
Yeah, but it's more than that. You're also choosing like the actual methods they use.
Oh, interesting.
Like, do you blast freeze those pizzas or use a totally different chilling process for like pre-cut veggies so they stay, crispy?
So it's not one size fits all.
Not at all. There's a real science to
That's
it.
so cool. So it's not just about the cold, it's understanding how different techniques impact like the quality of the food.
Exactly. And the safety.
Oh, right, because if something goes wrong,
Huge implications.
yeah, like one mistake could impact thousands of people.
Absolutely. Food safety regulations are critical.
And these guys are the ones on the front lines making sure everything's good.
Yeah, they are.
That's a huge responsibility.
It is.
And RoleCatcher doesn't sugarcoat it either. They're pretty upfront about it being a demanding job.
Right. It's not for everyone.
So paint a picture for us. What's the work environment actually like?
Think fast-paced food manufacturing facility.
Okay.
Lots of machinery humming, conveyor belts moving things along.
So not exactly a calm and quiet office then?
Definitely not. And the temperature varies a lot depending on where you are.
Yeah, RoleCatcher mentioned it being physically demanding too.
Yeah, you're going to be on your feet a lot, lifting things.
Yeah,
Probably doing some on-the-spot problem solving.
definitely not a desk job.
Nope. If you're picturing yourself in this role, you got to be okay with those physical demands.
And the fast pace. It's a good reminder that like every job has its ups and downs.
Oh boy.
But speaking of ups, RoleCatcher makes it clear there are some serious perks to this job too. So let's dive into those perks. I was really interested by like the whole career progression thing.
Yeah,
RoleCatcher lays it all out. It's pretty cool.
it is. There's a clear path to move up in this field. You can go from entry level all the way up to lead chilling operator.
Exactly. It's not just like you're stuck in one spot.
Definitely not.
Like if you're willing to put in the work, you can climb that ladder.
Absolutely.
They break it down really well too, like the skills you need at each stage.
Yeah, they do a good job of that.
So like say I'm listening to this, I'm totally hooked, I'm picturing myself hairnet and all
Right.
ready for the freezer aisle.
Right.
What's an entry-level chilling operator actually doing day to day?
So you're not going to be running the whole show right away,
Right.
but you're getting that crucial experience.
Okay.
Like assisting with the machinery. Maybe monitoring temperatures, loading and unloading the products.
So basically learning the ropes.
Exactly. And proving you can handle like the pace, the environment, all of that.
It's like an apprenticeship for the world of chilling.
I like that.
So then you move up to junior chilling operator.
Yeah.
What changes there?
More responsibility for sure.
Yeah.
You're getting more autonomy at that level.
Okay.
Maybe operating specific machines on your own, troubleshooting little problems when they pop up.
So you need to be able to think on your feet.
For sure. Problem solving is key.
What about like paperwork and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Because I imagine with food safety, there's a ton of documentation.
You're right on the money.
Yeah.
Junior chilling operators are usually the ones handling all that.
It makes sense. Gotta make sure everything is traceable,
Absolutely going to meet those food safety standards.
No pressure. But let's say you're killing it as a junior chilling operator. You're a rock star.
Okay.
What's next?
Senior chilling operator. That's where leadership skills really kick in.
Oh, interesting.
You're overseeing a team, now maybe training new hires,
Mm-hmm.
making sure everyone's up to date on safety regs.
So it's not just about the technical stuff anymore.
Right. It's about managing people too.
Whole other skill set.
It is. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
You've proven yourself in those earlier roles.
You've got the experience.
Exactly. You can spot potential issues before they become big problems. You can optimize workflows, Make sure the whole chilling operation is running like a well-oiled machine.
I love that analogy.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is. And speaking of responsibility, we got to talk about the top dog, the lead chilling operator.
Now we're talking.
What does it take to reach the top of the chilling pyramid?
Okay, so this is the big leagues.
Okay.
Leadership, strategic thinking, that's what it's all about.
So you're basically the CEO of chillin'.
Pretty much.
Right.
You're overseeing multiple lines, maybe even entire facilities, optimizing machine efficiency, maybe even designing training programs.
Wow.
Yeah, you're working with management on like big picture production strategies, making sure the whole department is hitting its targets.
That's wild. It really shows how far you can go in this field.
It really does. You could start by learning one machine
Right.
and end up leading a whole team.
That's the kind of thing RoleCatcher is great at highlighting the potential. This isn't just a job, it's a whole career path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's something people forget about these kinds of manufacturing roles.
Totally.
Yeah.
We tend to focus on like, okay, what's the entry-level gig?
Right.
But there's so much room to grow.
Totally. Especially if you're willing to learn and level up your skills.
And that's another thing RoleCatcher is awesome for. They provide resources for every single step of that journey.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, they go above and beyond. They really do. Like, for someone listening who's like, okay, this is kind of cool, but where do I even begin? RoleCatcher has your back.
Seriously. They've thought of everything. Their interview prep stuff is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just like generic questions either.
Okay.
They have questions specifically for chilling operator roles at different levels.
That makes so much sense.
Right.
So you're not going in blind. You can actually practice talking about the stuff that matters.
Exactly. Like how to handle the machinery, the safety protocols working in that kind of environment.
It's like having a personal coach in your back pocket.
Totally. And it gets even better. They have sample answers, even AI feedback on your responses.
Oh, that's high tech.
So you can practice and build your confidence before you even step foot in the interview room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's not just the interviews either. They have those career guides, info on related jobs.
Right. It's crazy how many different paths you can take with food production.
I know. I had no idea.
It's a whole hidden world.
Yeah.
And RoleCatcher just opens that door for you, even if you're starting from zero.
It's true. They have resources for building a resume, exploring different careers. They even have AI resume help.
It's wild how much they've packed into one platform.
It really is. So, like, whether you're seriously thinking about becoming a chilling operator, or you're just curious about this whole side of the food industry,
check it out.
I'd say it's worth a look. It's free to explore. You might be surprised what you find.
Totally agree. It's a great resource for anyone who's interested in these kind of behind the scenes but super important jobs.
It really is. You know, this whole deep dive has definitely given me a new perspective.
Me too.
I don't think I can look at the frozen food aisle the same way again.
I know, right? You kind of forget about the journey this stuff goes through.
Totally. All the tech, the expertise, the focus on safety.
Yeah, it's like this hidden world.
And chilling operators, they're the ones making it all happen. The unsung heroes of convenience food.
Totally. They're the ones making sure it's fresh, safe, and ready to go.
Exactly. So next time you're grabbing that frozen pizza or bag of pre-cut veggies, take a second to appreciate the work that went into it.
Totally agree.
And those chilling operators who are a huge part of that.
Those frozen burritos are going to look different to me now.
Mine too. All right, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of chilling operators.
Fun one.
It really was. We hope you learned something new, maybe gained a little appreciation for those unseen heroes of the food industry. And hey, maybe even found some career inspiration along the way.
There you go.
Until next time, stay curious.